Lin smirks, a cocky glint in his eye as he faces his rival. All right, Sinju, he begins, his voice dripping with challenge. Let's see if your so-called elemental build has gotten any less cheesy since our last encounter. Across the dueling field, Sinju just laughs, a low, confident sound. With a flick of his wrist, crackling lightning dances around his fingertips, forming a shimmering aura of power. It's called skill, Lin. Something you wouldn't know a thing about, Mr. Spam the same attack button. He retorts, his own confidence radiating from him. Without another word, Lin lunges forward, a blur of motion aiming for a swift, decisive strike. But Sinju is ready, a shield formed of shimmering draconic scales materializing to block the attack with a resonant clang. Still hiding behind your tank gear, I see. Lin taunts, pushing against the unyielding barrier. Sinju shoves back, the force of his push sending Lin stumbling. At least I have a defense stat, Sinju retorts coolly, his eyes flicking to a fresh scorch mark on Lin Es' arm that is already knitting itself shut, the skin instantly healing over. With a practiced motion, Sinju gathers the ambient energy, forming a spear of pure, crackling lightning in his hand. He poises it, the weapon humming with raw power. This hits harder than the dragon's tooth ever did, doesn't it? He goads, referencing a legendary weapon from their shared past. Instead of answering, Lin dissolves into a pool of shadow, his form melting away into nothingness. Still bragging about that lucky drop? Sad. His disembodied voice echoes through the arena. He reforms in a flash behind Sinju, his own blade swinging in a wide arc as he unleashes his signature move, Numerous Slash. The flurry of attacks is too fast to block completely. A few strikes land, tearing through Sinju's enchanted cloak. But almost as soon as the fabric is rent, threads of magical energy stitch it back together. My self-repair passive is still better than yours, Sinju notes with a smug grin. With a dramatic flourish, he extends his hands, summoning 3 massive elemental dragons that roar into existence around him. Lin expertly weaves between the snapping jaws of the fire dragon, the crushing weight of the stone one, and the freezing breath of the ice beast. You know me so well, Lin calls out, a grin on his face. Fire, stone, ice! Your attack rotation is as predictable as it was in the beta. With a sharp, decisive motion, Lin brandishes a crimson fan, shouting its name, Red Fan! A wave of dispelling energy washes over the arena, causing Sinju's elemental dragons to dissipate into harmless motes of light. Seizing the opening, Lin immediately lunges forward, closing the distance in an instant. Their swords meet in a furious, close-quarters duel, a shower of brilliant sparks erupting with each parry and thrust. Too slow, Lin grunts, using his superior physical strength to push Sinju back step by step. Sinju digs his heels in, skillfully parrying a powerful blow and twisting his blade to lock their weapons together, the crossguards just inches from their faces. Too predictable, he retorts through gritted teeth, the strain evident in his voice. This is the same combo you used to beat the Ogre King. With a final explosive burst of strength, Lin shoves him off, creating a few feet of space between them. Yeah, and it worked, didn't it? Lin breathes, a grudging respect in his tone. You're getting faster, I'll give you that. Sinju just grins, wiping a trickle of sweat from his brow. And you're still all brute force. In a sudden, deceptive move, Sinju feints a lunge to the left. As Lin moves to intercept, Sinju dissolves in a flash of wind, teleporting with blinding speed. He reappears instantly behind Lin, a blade of pure, solidified energy held perfectly still against his rival's throat. Yield, Sinju whispers, a clear note of victory in his tone. He leans in closer, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial murmur. Same result as that duel for the Crystal Crown, remember? For a moment, Lin doesn't move a muscle. Then a low chuckle escapes his lips. The intricate ogre runes tattooed across his hoodie begin to pulse with a menacing crimson light. Funny, Lin says, his voice dropping to a dangerously low growl. I seem to remember winning the war. The ground beneath them cracks and splinters as his power surges, a raw, untamed force that violently shoves Sinju back, breaking his hold and filling the arena with an overwhelming sense of dread.